Happy times to you people, man. Spring has sprung, man. Breathe in that beautiful spring air, man. All that pollen, man. Okay, let's talk about ovation. All right? Now, this is an ovation. This is the first ovation I ever owned myself. Actually owned it. I got it down to swap meet. It was in two pieces. The neck was disconnected from the body and it was all messed up. I had to reset it. Actually looks great. It sounds great. It plays great. It's a wonderful guitar. So, early celebrity. Actually has ovation on the headstock. Made in Korea. You know what I mean? Bassmark used to have an old celebrity cutaway. You know what I mean? That he lent me. This one, no electronics. You know what I'm saying? But we're not working on this one today. You remember back here we had that Melissa Etheridge type ovation ripoff? The Cooter Snorfer. Anyway, man, we're not talking about that one either, right? We're talking about this guy. This is a Matrix from 1978, an old Matrix. It's got an aluminum fretboard. Everybody was making aluminum fretboards back then, man. Remember Kramer was doing that shit? I don't know, man. That whole aluminum thing. Pain in the ass. Now, the frets are actually part of the fretboard. Now, a lot of these frets toward here are sanded right down to the damn fucking fretboard itself. And that's going to be a real pain in the ass. Switch out these frets. You know what I'm saying? The weird thing is I paid $30 for every one of these guitars. I paid $30 for this one. I paid $30 for this one. And I paid $30 for the old Cooter Snorfer in the back, the copy, the rip-off one. Well, I guess Ovation's only worth about $30 if they're all fucked up. Bear that in mind if you're ever looking for a fucked up Ovation. That's the market on them. So, this guy, you know what I mean, he needs, you know what I mean, I put a string on him, it's got missing a nut, it's all fucked up. It's not a pretty thing, but it's cool because it's, you know what I mean? It doesn't have any electronics either, man. Kind of like this one, which I kind of like. So we'll have a little bit of fun, man. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of fun in early spring, man, like our childhood. Yeah. So let's flip this around. Take a better look at it, and then be peaceful. Shall we? See you in a second. So what we're looking at is the American original and the Korean copy. Authorized copy. About 10 years difference on these two, probably. Maybe 14 years difference. See, that's when it's still being branded actual Ovation, the celebrity line, you know. Now they say celebrity. Regular old, you know, this is like the low end Korean one. No cutaway, no electronics. Dot inlays on the board. And this is like the same equivalent American. The low end. Dot inlays. You know what I mean? No electronics, no cutaway. However, it's got a nice contoured headstock there. Look at that. Worth its weight in gold, people. Early shallers, real shallers there. 2 screw shallers. Wow, man. Wowee. Wowee. There's nothing to be left of those frets, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing left of them. Nothing doing, people. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it's been sanded off. A real hack job done. Look at that. Scratches through the paint to the aluminum, man. Ugly, ugly, ugly. No frets, man. Nuts missing. Rosette's missing. Rosette taken off in a very primordial way. Took a little bit of wood with it. Some stuff sticking up, man. Ugly. But you can see the refined sort of, you know what I mean, differences between the Korean one and the American one. Look at the binding and everything. Much beautifuler. Cleaner, man. Cleaner lines, people. You know, we might be able to get a little fretless action going on in this guy. You know what I'm saying? We'll use the thermodynamic structure, man. Let's get this girl all cleaned up, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get her back in action. First thing I want to do, scrape off all this shit around this sound hole. We can repair that shit. You know what I'm saying? Not too much to be done on these frets. We can't really do much. We just got to deal with it. You know what I mean? Just got to deal with it. But we got a couple things we can do to alleviate our broken hearts. So I'll see you in the lab. Peace be with you. Look after yourself. So we'll try to get our hole clean, man. Clean your hole. All that brown stuff around it's really turning me off. Got a little goof off. Sprayed into one of these magic erase sponges. You know what I'm saying? Just carefully. We don't want to get, you know what I mean? Got to stay on the towel, man. Got your red friend. So, let's see when we get this guy off, man. And if we need to do something else, I'll tell you what we did. Patience and time. Patience and time. So, you know, went up through about 4 thumb-sized magic erase sponges. Goof off just like I said, man. You know what I'm saying? In between, you know what I mean? When the sponge was, you know, expired, I would take a little piece of fine grade steel wool and just sort of go over it very lightly. But we got it off. Now this area right here, if you take a good close gander there, this is where there's been some damage. And this part right here, it's proud. You know what I mean? So I want to take a little tiny sanding block and go here underneath where the rosette's going to go. You know what I'm saying? Just smooth it out. Even it out. On a block, folks. Little piece of 200. See when that's accomplished. Oh, whoa, cannoli. Now it looks real nice for the people. Real fucking nice for the people. Fucking proud of you. Proud of you. Alright, so. Got this off the old Albert Express. And first I was like, it's kind of real cheesy. Looks good. It's got that real 70s glitter, you know what I mean? Sparkle. I remember when I was a kid in the 70s, the early, you know what I mean, childhood memories. You get all these stickers with this, you know what I mean? I guess that was the new thing, you know what I'm saying? For like 50 cents, 25 cents, you know what I mean? You get these stickers in these machines in the supermarket. That's an early, like a 1979 memory for Bobby G. Courtesy of my old frazzled brain. Anyway, so I just got in the mail. My boy Ricky was there when I opened the package, and I was like, man, he's like, that's gorgeous. I love that. He's, you know, in retro 70s, the sparkle's much superior to the original. And I was like, yeah, it's so 70s. Like, you're right, Ricky, man. That's a good call, man. So now I like it. You know what I mean? He pointed it out, man. And from here, man, it looks like I'm Peter Frampton, bro. So let's apply it. It's got like a little film on top. You know what I mean? To peel off, to keep it nice and... It's actually a nice, thick, sturdy... Doesn't look that sturdy, but it's pretty thick piece of plastic, and it's, you know, self-adhesive. Supposedly. Oh, no, we fell down. See you in a minute. Dude, that looks great, dude. I mean, John Lennon had a ovation just like this, man. Now I'm feeling the 70s. Look at that. Well, you can tell by the way I use my mouth. That's great, man. Cleaned off the surface with a little bit of naphtha man. Sniper in the bush. You know what I mean? Get some of this stuff off, whatever the fuck that is, man. Petroleum distillates. Alright, so let's try to peg down this sticker. See this sticker? This sticker's about to fall the fuck off, man. Oh, put it in another guitar. Put it in another... What does it say back there? It's like a Korean copy. What's that say? Investigative reports. Nothing, man. Doesn't say anything. Anyway, let's peg that guy down. See you in a moment. So I put some glue around the perimeter of that label there. Stuck it down. Put a piece of wax paper over it. One of these little squishies for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? You can use a little bag of rice or something if you wanted to, man. Hey, man. Nothing against bags of rice, man. Oh, give me a free bag. So I got this little nut here, man. This is like a Les Paul nut, man. Lester Paul, man. Lester the molester. So it looks like it's gonna be perfect, but it doesn't fit in there. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't fit in there, man. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue this to the bottom of the board and shave off a little bit of this. Still fits in there. Shave off a little bit of the foot. All right? You got that? So I'm gonna see you when I'm a little bit. A haircut, 2 bits. You know what I'm saying, man? The original ones are made out of Korean. I remember Bass Mark had a Ovation, man. He was always saying, yeah, I'm a Korean, man. Made a real deer's penis skin, man. Alright, man. So we got a nut carved down to fit in there. I don't have it glued in yet. I'm kind of debating if I want to glue it in, before I test it with a string. Anyway, I ran a fret file up and down these frets. I think I might be able to be all right. This is ugly, man. Ugly, man. I'm going to try to get rid of it with a little bit of old furniture marker. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if it'll work. Let's see if we'll try. Looks great. Looks fantastical. The real trick is with those Dollar Tree, furniture polish markers, is to wipe them off right as they're about almost 77% dry. You know what I'm saying? And then reapply it and do the same thing like 2 or 3 times. It's sort of like bond with the lacquer. Bonds with the lacquer, man. Oh, this is coming out to be a quick one too, folks. In for a real treat. So yeah, alright, so let's clamp this guy down. You know what I'm saying? Let's clamp him down. Clamp him down, Henry. See you in a minute. There she blows. I couldn't even put a clamp on it because I was putting it sideways. Anyway, man. It's time, man. It's time for you to clean your act up, man. Let's clean you off with some old furniture polish, man. Fake lemon pledge. And then we'll just apply a little bit of Mom's Cleaner Wax. Probably known as Carnable Wax in these parts. And then I'll see you in a sprightly moment. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And look inside there, man. Look at the label, man. The label sitting snugly where it should be. It's nice and clean in there now. Thing looks great now. Looks great. I can't say that, cosmetically I could be any happier, man. You know what I'm saying? You got all that smug smearing off the back. Look, it's Lefty, man. McCartney on the Rock Show tape had a Lefty, you know what I mean? The Lefty, see? There's never no holes on the right side, man. This is a Lefty instrument, man. I like that. Really makes a difference now that the nut's been replaced. Got a set of these nondescript extra light gauge strings. Let's get them on here, man. Let's see at the glam shots, man. And if we're not at the glam shots, you know what I'm saying? That means there was a problem and we need to work a little bit harder. If we're at the glam shots, we're good. Peace be with you. Hopefully. There it is, man. It's about as good as it's going to get. You know what I'm saying? There's something off about the intonation. It's not the frets, man. It's actually the intonation. You know what I mean? I think the intonation being off drove the person mad who owned it. You know what I mean? And that caused them to shave down all the frets needlessly because he just didn't know what the fuck was wrong with it because it's just like slightly out of tune. You know what I'm saying? It's alright though, man. A little bit punk, man. I'll never play this fucking thing again. You know what I mean? Never play it again. I'll never even touch it again. I got 2 other Ovations I don't ever play with. This is the worst one out of them all. This is supposed to be the nicest one. Right? This is the one made in USA. One of the originals, man. The best one I have is that fucking cheap one. That's not even a real Ovation, man. It's like some fucking knockoff brand. I forget even the Gitano, I think it was called. A Melissa Etheridge knockoff one. It's much better than this one, man. This one sucks, man. From design to stem to stern, man. This is one of those guitars that, you know what I mean? I just did it for the craft of it, man. You know what I mean? Just to keep pumping out fucking material for you people to see. I didn't really do this for the love of it, man. I was cursing it all the way, man. Behind the scenes, man, I turned the camera off like, fuck this guitar, man. You know what I mean? I punched a hole in the wall. What did you do that for? I don't know, man. Got anger issues, man. No, I don't. I'm a pretty peaceful guy, man. Anyway, that's about it, man. So if I had anything really important to say, I would have said it already. Just wasting your time, man. You know what I'm saying? Clock's ticking by, man. Peace be with you. Let's hear it, man. Let's fucking hear it, man. Let's hear it. And here it is, folks. The Ovation 1142-4 Special Edition left-handed mid-70s acoustic guitar. Just a terrible instrument, people. This Matrix is not the Atrix, man. You can't really stand it up against anything easily. This big bowl makes it uncomfortable to play. Stand up, it's just impossible, man. Just wrapping my arms around it right now feels like I'm wrapping my arms around a big pregnant woman. You know what I mean? And that's something that you do because you have to, but it's just uncomfortable for all people involved. Let's admit it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, I told you about Paul McCartney when he was in Wings in the mid-70s. He comes out in the middle of the set, you know what I mean, with an acoustic ovation, left-handed, just like this, man. He played a little acoustic set, man. He played Yesterday, he played Blackbird, he played Bluebird. You know what I mean? And then he retired his guitar. We never saw it again. One of the other songs that he played was this song, man. I've just seen a face, I can't forget the time or place that we just met. She's just the girl for me. I want all the world to see we met. Nah, 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 nah. Falling, yes I am falling. That she keeps calling me back and nah, 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 nah. Beatle Paul, man. You got your original guitar, man. You want it back? Money talks, bullshit walks, brother. Hey, man, wash your hands, though, Beatle Paul. I love you, man. Just because you got 2 shots of fires in the arm don't make you Superman. Keep washing them, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be left with just Ringo. He wasn't that good, man. Although he's all right, man. All the rest of you, peace be with you, man. Look directly into the big sparkly 70s sound hole, man, and think about having a groovy time, man.